start it now. Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you all. And today we have Mrunalini Buradkar ma'am. हमारे साथ हैं. कल भी she was there. And assistant professor St.VPCET Nagpur से हैं. और आज का सेशन पूरा का पूरा मृणाली मैम ही कवर करेंगे. आई होप कि आज का सेशन जो लर्निंग से रिलेटेड होगा वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होगा. मृणाली मैम, मैं CIMAGE ग्रुप ऑफ इंस्टीट्यूशंस की तरफ से आपको बहुत वेलकम करता हूँ, आपका स्वागत करता हूँ. थैंक यू सो मच मैम. एंड आई बिलीव कि ये सेशन आज सभी लर्नर्स के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होने जा रहा है. देयर आर सम अदर पीपल दोज हु आर स्टिल ज्वाइन. कुछ लोगों ने अभी तक ज्वाइन नहीं करा है. आई रिक्वेस्ट कि कल से जो भी सेशन हो काइंडली 5 से 10 मिनट पहले इफ एवरीबडी ज्वाइंस, तो हमारे जो गेस्ट ऑफ स्पीकर्स हैं, जो की रिसोर्स पर्सन है, उनके लर्निंग को आप लोग शुरू से ले पाएंगे. सो आई रिक्वेस्ट यू एवरीबडी टू प्लीज ज्वाइन अस बिफोर 5 मिनट्स. और वैसे जो भी लोग आ रहे हैं, एडमिन को मैं प्लीज रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ कि वो उनको अलाउ करते चलें. सो फॉर रेस्ट ऑफ द थिंग्स, मृणाली मैम, इट इज ओवर टू यू. और मैम, आपको हमने को-होस्ट बनाया है, सो व्हाटएवर यू वांट टू शेयर पीपीटी और व्हाटएवर द वे यू वांट टू स्पीक.
Yes, I want to share PPT.
श्योर, प्लीज.
Share screen. Just acknowledge, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. How many participants have joined so far?
Ma'am, so far I can see that there are 54 people, participants, including
Okay,
all
so
of them.
what should I do? Shall I proceed or shall I wait? Because this is like this is important portion, and if they don't know initial part, they will face problem ahead.
Yes, ma'am. So I'll just request you, if you would like to discuss, if you would like to set a platform.
I think Sentu Kumar can again put a reminder in the WhatsApp group. And we should find the participants once again in the WhatsApp group, and we'll wait for few minutes before we start.
Okay. Fine.
Because they are coming in. I think it's just 3 o'clock only, so we should give them 3 more minutes.
Fine, sir. Is my voice clear?
Yes, it is very much clear.
Okay. Okay.
So meanwhile, I'd just like to remind you what exactly I'm going to cover today. Like, we are going to go ahead with the blockchain admin dashboard as per the agenda. Whatever ma'am wants to add or curtail, it's all up to you. So in between, I would like to take the privilege and I would like to let everybody know the agenda of the other topics of the day. That is blockchain admin dashboard. We'll be studying about that. Categories in Moodle, the different categories which we have in Moodle. Courses in Moodle, that how exactly the courses are there and what courses are going to benefit to whom. And users in Moodle, how exactly it is to be defined. This is the agenda for ma'am. And if ma'am would like to add something more, then.
Yeah, what I have done, I have included some basic portion as well, so that they can at least start with their creation of website, which is important for any beginner.
Yes, ma'am. A reminder message has already been sent in both the groups.
I think we have got almost 90 participants. So
Okay.
yeah, so I think we should start the session.
Yes.
And I welcome all the participants, and I welcome our resource person, Mrunalini Buradkar ma'am. And we'll start the session today now.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. So today, as per today's agenda, let me start with the session. So what all I will be covering today is for you learners that creating a Genomio site, then creating a course, adding users using different enrollment methods, adding blocks in admin, overview to categories. Okay, so first, how do we create a Genomio site? I have just included certain slides which can give you an overview how to create it. So the very first slide you can see step number 1. It is saying to go to www.genomio.com. Okay, so what you will see on the screen is what is appearing like this. Okay, in the URL, type in the name which you wish to give for your site, then in the email address which you want to link with that particular site, make choice of language and say create site. This is the first step. Then in the next step, you will see some screen like this. So after that, after entering the needed details, what you see will be having a screen like this. Then next is when all the details are entered properly, you will be seeing what is shown on the screen that your site is successfully created. Okay. Then after all the previous steps are completed, you go back to the email ID which you used for creating your Genomio website. You will get email here. Like you can see the first entry in the email, Genomio support. There is welcome to Genomio. So this kind of message comes in your email ID which is registered. Then you just click on that particular email. What you see is data like this. Your email will be having certain details which is specific to information. Am I audible to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible to everybody?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yes,
Clear.
acknowledge. Yeah. Okay. So the login information you can see here. This is what is given at your email ID. What you need to do, the URL which is specified in this mail, you got to click on that particular address. So once after clicking on that address, what happens? So you will see this kind of screen. So what is done here? What you can see here, the details that were provided at your email ID, you have to enter those details here, and you say login, and actually you get into the website which you have created. So you will see a dashboard which will be having certain look, which will be having this kind of look. Okay, so this is basically certain steps which are meant for creating Genomio website. I hope till here all the learners are fine with simple steps of creating a website. Okay, so next what I will, shall I go ahead? Or shall I go ahead? Give me acknowledgement. Hello.
Yes, ma'am, please proceed.
Yes. So creating a course now to create a course in particular Genomio website. So for this thing, I will just end my presentation. I will go to the site which is created. So you can see a website which is being showing here, fdp2021.genomio.com. The name is same as it was in the creation steps. Okay, so what we need to do here, after typing in the URL of your website, you just go to login. What you see is a screen like this. Okay, then just put here password, username, password. So what is the password? I'm just entering the details.
Rekha pani lai.
You
Ma'am, what
just
exactly
need
can we
to
see is your
enter.
PPT actually. Mrunalini ma'am.
You cannot see my this.
No, ma'am, you need
cannot
to
see the website.
No, ma'am, we cannot see the website. We are still at the PPT only. Kindly
But
share the
my
website.
screen is shared already.
Ma'am, you go to screen share option.
It
and
is
then
also
from
active.
yeah,
It is active.
that is fine. Click share option and
Okay,
you will.
okay, fine. I'll just do it. Okay, now tell me, can you see?
No, not
Is
yet.
it?
Actually, you have shared.
Yes. Now we can see. Now we can see, ma'am.
Now you can see?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Okay, so just me again repeat if anything got missed out. What I have done, I have just entered the email ID or the URL of my website which was being created, and I just logged in with the login details. Then this particular screen has come out. So what I will do, I will go to site home. Okay. So after site home, what you see is a screen like this. Fine. So after this thing, you can see there is one demo course available here. I have already created just a course, but I will even tell you how to create the course. How do we go? We will say here, or demo course mentioned here. So after this particular thing, what you do, you just say here, turn editing on. So what you see here, a tab will be visible, which is add a new course. Can everyone see add a new course? So what we do, whenever we have to create a new course, we use this particular tab. So I will be just adding to a particular course. After clicking on that particular button, something like this details form comes in. So what I have to do, I have to fill in all the details for this particular creation of course. You can see add a new course here. Then in the course name, I will just mention it as demo 1 course, just for the sake of telling you demo 1 course. Then shortening for this particular course is demo 1. Course category right now by default is miscellaneous. We can even create it. We can even create a new category, but for right now we will keep miscellaneous as it is. Then you can also specify when you want that particular course to start. You can specify the date. So accordingly here I will just enter it active from 23rd of June, and this will be as it is. Then course, and let me enter 30th of June as last date of this particular course. ID is optional. If you wish to specify any course summary details here, you can specify. If you wish to add any image, introductory image for your course, you can do this by this particular option. You can see this arrow going down. You can just upload the image. Then there is an option as course format. Then in that format, there are several categories mentioned. For now, we will only choose topic format. The number of sections, how many sections can your course have? Accordingly, there are various number mentioned here. So for now, what all are the default contents? I'm going ahead only with that. Then hidden sections, you have hidden section in collapse. Then you have completely invisible. So we go with the first option. Course layout, it will be one page. You can go with any either of the option. I have chosen all section. Then appearance, how you want your course to appear. So accordingly, how many announcement you want. You want your student to important stuff you want to put in some particular category, put it in a announcement. Okay. And accordingly, grade book you can have. Then you can have active activity reports. Then as far as files and upload is concerned, you have to specify what could be the upload size of that particular file. So there are so many options available. You can choose any of the options. It depends on your requirement, what you want your student to upload the file of which size. This is the size limit mentioned here, and accordingly I have chosen 100 MB. Then completion tracking, yes, if you plan certain activities in the course and you to track the completion of student activities, then you have to say yes, either you say no. These options are there. Right now we don't use, and this particular option is not like mostly used. It is just, but you can create groups also. Then role renaming, there are several roles that are there. First one is manager, then you have course creator, teacher. We fall in the category of teacher. Basically, when you are creating a course, you are basically a teacher. Then non-editing teacher. Non-editing teacher is also a teacher, but he will be just available for giving input. He cannot edit the course. Okay. Then the next category is student. Next role category is student. Then you have guest. Then you have authenticated user. Then you have again authenticated user on front page and so on. Tag is more or less not used that much. So this is entire thing. So I will again go back and show you how did we started with this. We have just entered the name of course as demo 1 course. Then we have given a short name to it. We have chosen the miscellaneous category, and all the other details are mentioned as I have entered. What we do next after this thing, we say save and display. Okay, so what we have to give it a different name. Okay, I will do this as demo. Okay. Let's okay. So what we need to give, I will give it a different. I will say CIMAGE. Okay, so let this be, that name is already assigned to some other course, therefore it is not taking it. Okay, so you see, when I go back to Moodle, when I click on the Moodle option, it will take me to the first page, and when I say site home, okay. When I say site home, what I see, these three courses are being created. So this was actually accidentally created, but we can just click on this course and see what contents are there. So let me again brief this. We said we included announcement, we included topics, right? So the way we indicated, the way we included the content, accordingly it has included in the course. So I go back, can I, okay, so in this particular thing, what I will do, have you people so far understood how a course is to be created? Hello, can you acknowledge?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yeah. So after this thing, what I will do, I will go to the course which was already created by me. So now after creation of course, what remains, what you have to do, first, the very first topic that we covered today was creating the Genomio site. Then we learned about how we are adding the course. Now next what we should see is adding users using different enrollment methods. Okay, so how to add users using different enrollment method, that we will see. So how to do it. We will again go to the site, and what we will do, we will click on site administration. I will first show you where actually the users reside, because now we are basically discussing about enrollment, means how to add users in our course. So how to do that, how did I went, I will again tell you. I went to site administration. After clicking on site administration, what you see here different tabs: site administration, user. You see site administration, users, courses, grades, plugin, appearance. These tabs are there. You make choice of users. So in users, I'm basically sharing different methods, the way in which you can create users. So in this particular user option, you see several account topics. The very first is browse list of users. When I click on this browse list of users, what I see, there is only admin, because it is an admin account. Other users are not available here right now. So we have to add different users using different methods. I will be telling you how to create different users using different enrollment methods. So again, going back to account. Okay, so when you are basically going to account, I will again go one step back, site administration. We clicked on user, and in user, there is a category, add a new user. So we click on add a new user. So in this particular thing, we can give name as student one. I am giving this name as student one demo. Then what I will do, I will enter the first name as student one. Then I will just give a random surname as demo. Email ID, I will make choice of my own email ID so that you people understand. Different email IDs I will be using, so that the things are clear to you. Then I'm just giving it an entry. Then here I'm putting all the details, India. Okay, English is fine. Description, if you want to give any description, you can. Again, these things are not mandatory. If you want, you can do it. Then additional name, this also is additional. If you want to do, you can do it. All the second two things are also like optional, then I say create user. So it has shown certain error. Means what is the error? Just let us see. This particular option we should click. Okay. Then again we will see. We will create user. So what you see here, the moment I have entered the password, I got a user created. So this is first way of creating a user. It comes under the category of manual user creation. We have created it manually. So this is first step. Then again, but this is just what you can say. I will include here. We are only creating users. We haven't yet enrolled them in our course. We are just creating users. Okay. The very first method of creating user was going into site administration. Going into site administration, then clicking on users, clicking on add new user, and filling in this particular form and clicking on the create user button. This basically is the first way of creating user. Then I will tell you second method of creating users. What is the second method? Basically, second method requires a CSV file to be created. So let me open that document and share the screen with you so that it becomes easy. Okay. Can all of you see this, the document which I have opened?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah, you can
Yes.
see. So see, first method was using the add new user option. Now second is what? This category is also manual, but what we are doing bulk user adding. Okay. So what you can do here, you are having suppose how many 60 student in your class. You can have such kind of format prepared. You will be writing username, you will be writing password, you will be writing first name, last name, email, course. And if you are having 5 such courses, you can go on adding the courses and write the short name of that particular course in the field below it. So what I have done here, I have written username as student2, then I have used password for that particular student as this. Then first name is student2, last name is demo, and the particular ID is different, and I have given the name. So what we will do, you have to create normal Excel file, save it as .csv, and such kind of document will be prepared. It works for a class of 62 students. It works for a class of more than that. So you can just, this is very best method of having bulk, you can say bulk enrollment of students in your course. So what we will do, we will just try to upload this file using the second method. Yes. Okay. Now again, I'm going back. So what we will do here, we will again go to site administration. In site administration, again, we will go to user. Then there is upload user option. Can everyone see into account upload users? What we have done, we went to site administration, we went to user, now we will be using upload users. Once we are clicking on upload, we get a provision to choose a particular file. So what we will do, we will say choose a file, choose file, and we will go to the location where we have that particular option. So this was the course demo CSV file that we created. So once this particular file is chosen into this particular attachment tab, we will say upload this file. Okay, then we will say upload users. So what you see, this particular student is uploaded. Is this understood so far? We are into the second method. What we did, we went to site administration, we went to users, we went to upload users, then we uploaded the CSV file, and after uploading the CSV file, we see one entry being here. So if I cross check and I go to site administration and I click on user and I say browse list of users, now I should see 2 users being entered. So it will take, so demo 1 student is there, again it will be there. So just a second, what we have done, we should again go back to users, then we will say upload users. Okay, after choosing this particular file, we have forgotten to say upload. After this thing, we will say upload this file and upload users. Okay, So once this particular thing is there, you can see this particular student entry is mentioned here. We go down, we see everything, and now here we will say upload users again. So you can see when again I will go to site administration, users, browse list. Now I can see the second entry of student being added. The last upload user option is very important to be clicked on. Is this understood so far? The first entry that we did it using normal new user addition. The second entry of the user we have done it using bulk method of student upload. Okay. So
Yes,
the
ma'am.
next method, yeah, the next method, is it fine so far, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Everything
Yeah,
is clear.
okay. So the third method that I will be telling you is of self-enrollment. Now, what is self-enrollment first? Let me speak on. Right now, what we have done, the two methods that we have done on our own. Okay. Now, if a student wishes to get enrolled in our course, he can also do it. But we have to do certain setting which can make him get enrolled in our course and be a user in our course basically. So how to do that? So what we will do here, again, I'm going back to my, so that if you understand it properly, I'm again going back to site home. In site home, I'm making choice of the course, demo course. And after demo course, what I do, I go to participants. After the selection, I go to participant, and in this, the very first step what I'm doing here is I'm going to enrollment method. After making choice of enrollment method, I have to assure whether, see, three categories are mentioned here: manual enrollment, guest access, self-enrollment student. So I have to assure that this I is enabled. Okay. Once you click on this particular eye, it is in enable mode. If you click on it again, it is in disable mode. So this option is needed to be visible. Once this thing is done, I will again what I will do, I will log out and I will tell you what is the change, or better I can even tell here. I'm going to Moodle. Then what you see here, again if I check on the site home, some differences happened here. Can you see? Earlier this particular course was just a demo course. This particular symbol was not there. This indicates that now self-enrollment option is active.
Oh,
Okay,
okay. Yes.
fine.
Yes, sir.
This is
Yes, ma'am.
this is very critical. If you don't do this, your student will not be able to do self-enrollment on their own. Okay. So once this thing is done, now what we will do, I will again tell you one more step you have to follow. We will go to site administration. Then we will say here, manage authentication. Manage authentication, search for it. Once it is searched, it will take you to this particular field, and you see here email-based registration. Okay.
Okay.
Basically, what we have done in manual method also, we have added student's email ID. Even in the first method, we have provided email ID. In the second method also, we have provided email ID. So if a student is enrolling on his own or he is doing self-registration, this option should be active. So you should make a note that this I is not disabled. This should be enabled. So after this thing, you go down. Okay, you will see this particular option. We will click on this. So we see all the settings. These are like normal. We don't need to do any modification as such. We'll go back. Then after going back, we'll go to setting here. Wait a minute. Okay. We will say save changes. Okay. Then I will again go to site administration. Sorry. Authentication. Yeah. Now, when you say authentication, now you have to type in, instead of saying just put this keyword, and you should see this particular block. Can you see here self-registration? Changes in the table above are saved automatically. So in these two options should be there, disable and email based. So if you are saying disabled, this option will not be there. So if I'm saying disabled, you will not see the create account option. And if I'm saying email based registration, it will have a provision for the user to create an account on the site. So after this thing, you need not do anything. You just say save changes. After doing this, what you will see, I'm just logging out so that you understand what I want to tell you. You will see this particular course, and when you say this, when you will be going into this, you a particular option. This the box which you can see here. If you say disable, this will not be appearing. If you say email based registration, it will be appearing. So if you want that a user or a student should create an account and have with his email ID, he should register, then he should create an account here. So what we will do, how this particular block has come? This block has come by doing the setting. First, what setting we have done? We have assured that self-enrollment I is enabled. We have also assured that email-based registration option is active in the self-registration tab. Okay. After this thing, we will just create new account. Now, this is again a form which a user has to fill in. So we will just enter it. We will just create a form right now. Then in this particular thing, let me enter the name of student as student 3 demo, or I will give it, yeah, student 3 demo, fine. Password I am entering as, you always remember the first word has to be capital. Then email address here, I will be making choice of email address which I have already created. Same thing, copy it and paste it again. Then first name, I'm entering it as student again, student 3, let it be. Then surname, I'm giving it as demo. I'm entering this as N. Then this, I'm entering it as India. I say I'm not a robot. What is it asking? Okay. It will be always asking you this. So we will say verify 1, 2, 2, 3. Sir, this admit option is like popping in between. Can you do something about it?
Sorry.
I'm saying the participants are coming in, it is coming in between. Anyways, leave it, sir, leave it.
If you check the participants and allow them to
Leave it. Okay, so it is done. So after filling that particular form, the email ID with which we were creating email-based registration is indicated here. What happens simultaneously, a mail at this particular email address is also given to that particular student, and you have to also say continue here. Once you say continue, the user's account is created and he can now be part of that particular course. So let me show you. Okay, so when I'm basically going here and I will go to site administration again to check whether the user is created user, then I will go to list of users. So see what I'm seeing here, the fourth entry is done. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
The fourth entry is done. So this is what? This is using what? This is using
By
email.
self email based registration.
Yeah, right. But see, we haven't given student yet permission to be part of our course. So we need to even confirm this. Okay, so when you will say confirm, so 4 users, one is the admin, he will be part of the course, and other 3 different entries are being here. So let us now, in user it is appearing, but when I'm going to site home and I check my particular course, which I am basically using, and I check participants, what I see, I'm having only this particular student, which was basically what kind of entry? Bulk entry. Okay, one is admin, second is bulk entry. Now the remaining 2 ones are not enrolled. Got it? So we got to enroll them. Having in your course user is not sufficient. If you want the users to get enrolled in your course, you have to do it. So how to do it? We will be just doing that step. Here you can see an option is there, enroll user. Click on that, and after clicking on that, you should search for the email ID which should be added. Just see the users which are available, it will be showing. So I'm just adding this particular student one demo. So once doing this, what you see, this particular user is added. Again, we will do the same thing. We will go to enroll tab. One user is yet to be added. So I will just choose the email ID. I will choose it. I will say enroll. And once this thing is done, you see all the students are enrolled in your course. And now if you click back on the participants, you see these 4 are the participant of your course. I hope these 3 techniques, these 3 methods are understood properly. I expect if you have any doubts so far, I can like speak on that. Yes, if anyone is having doubt so far, I can like speak on that.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, like you said that we have to find the people by email and afterwards we can add them. Is there any method that we could see that how many? Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir.
Fine. Ma'am, you said just now that we have to find the people by their email IDs, and if email ID is there, we can add them. Now, my question is there any other method which shows that how many people have enrolled and they are still pending so that we need not enter the email ID? And we could straight away say that we need to allow. Is there
method, if you want to see how many participants are there, there will be 2 things. If you want to see how many users are there, you will have to go to users and browse the list of users. It is not necessary that in my course I will be enrolling all the users, but in my Moodle there can be 100 users, out of which 50 students will be getting enrolled in my XYZ course. So I got to select them. So selection can be done the way I told you. Go to particular enroll user option, choose the email IDs and do it. And if you want to go for bulk thing, you just create a CSV file, upload or make a sheet of 50 students, upload that sheet, and you'll be getting 50 students getting added into your course. This can be done. Okay. If you want to check, you will have to go to participant. You can even generate a report, but if I show you, this is the way, this is only what you can see. This is an overview of participants. Okay, so shall I go ahead then?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this was about adding participants in the course, and the next thing which I will be sharing, slideshow. Okay, adding blocks in admin. So how to do this? Let me go back to my screen again. I will again have to share, I suppose.
Your site is visible, ma'am.
No, I actually want to share the screen. Is the site visible to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So what you need to do here, once you have entered, so again you go back to your course, and after going to your course, you click on site administration. Before that, what we will do, we will go back to Moodle. Then we will say site home. Then here you will say turn editing on. Any modification you're making in the course, any changes you want to make in the course, you have to assure that always this wheel option should be in on mode. Okay, then you can see a block here. See, when I'm saying basically clicking on this, I'm saying turn editing off. So
okay.
I don't see that particular block. But when I'm saying turn editing on, I can see that particular block active. So I will say here add. So many blocks I can add. So these are the blocks which are available in Moodle. You can add activities, you can add bookmarks, you can add administration, block menu, block tag. So many things can be added here. So this is the use of blocks in in your dashboard basically. Where is the place? The place is in the dashboard section only. This is the dashboard, and you're on the first page of your course. You are having the listing of the courses. So you have to assure one thing very carefully. You should be in turn editing on mode.
Okay.
Turn editing off should not be there. It should be turn editing on. So that was about block. And other thing, if what remains is category, if I tell you. So again, go to site administration. Into site administration, type here categories. What is speciality of categories? You can see once I have entered this categories here option has come, manage course and category. Just click on this. After clicking, you see a layout kind of structure. Okay. I earlier told you there is a default option initially available in Moodle, which is miscellaneous. But if you want to create, you can create as well. To give an example of this, like you are having 3 semesters in your curriculum, like third semester, fourth semester, fifth semester. You can have a category of semester, then you can have a new category of different semesters. Okay, so this new category option can be used to create several categories. Then see, we created there are course categories and miscellaneous. So in miscellaneous, again, you can create your new course. So you see what we have created demo 1, and this was accidentally created, and this was already created. So you can delete this course as well. So let me delete this. I'm saying this as delete. So once this course is deleted, it will be asking me to delete it, and I will say continue. So that course is no longer here. There are settings, you can go to setting options, so many things are there. You can edit the course setting here as well. Okay, so this is how category management is done in Moodle. But as far as starting phase of course development is concerned, we don't go with this. But if you want, like you are having humanities, then you are having, you can say MBA, then you can create several categories, and for that reason, categories is applicable. So like I deleted, you can even delete the, if you want, there is one more thing I should tell you here. If you want this particular course should not be seen by student, just disable it. If you want the course to be seen by student, enable it, and like that. Right now, this course I have told you, so I will stick to this particular course. I'm not deleting it, and I'm not making it invisible. So this was about the category. Okay, then what I again should tell you. Okay. Inside administration, you can see this particular users, you can see this courses. So any option, like here you can see, we can even upload course. This is regarding courses. I will two topics were there today, user and courses. About user, I have covered browse list of users, bulk user we have seen, then add a new user we have seen. Then you can say upload user we have seen. These are the permissions. So permissions as such we don't go into it. The admin person basically takes concern of this. Then coming to course, you are having this option. I have told you, you can add a category, restore your course. Then course default settings options is there. Course request is there. Upload courses is there. You can even maintain backup of your course and upload it again. General import default feature is also there. Automated backup setup. So you can try each and everything and explore at your level. Like then if I talk about the grades, so there is these are basically the tabs available in administration. Then about grades, certain settings are there. About reports, certain settings are there, and each and every tab is having its own means all categories like plugins. Now, how many plugins are there? See, this is basically the existing version of Moodle. Means it is not a paid version. It is a free version that we all are using. If you see the paid version, it will be having again different features. So which one basically is now added? We also have a Zoom plugin here. We have WebEx plugin available now. Then this is about the appearance. More or less, it looks like Moodle.net only, but a different thing, or we can say the look is a bit different, but not totally different. So this is what was to be told from my side. If anyone is having doubt, now I'm like open for doubts.
Yes, ma'am. One question: is it possible to undo the course if it is deleted accidentally?
Sir, you should have the backup.
Okay.
You should have the backup. This happened with one of my participants in the last FDP.
Yeah.
She accidentally but she was having the backup. Always maintain backup of your courses.
Sure, ma'am.
I have covered like almost all things in my presentation, which I was to cover. Yeah. We can now take the questions.
All right. So now that,
Shall I stop sharing?
yeah, please. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now we would like to open the question answer session, or whoever wants to ask the question, or if you have got any doubt, because if you have got any doubt at any certain point of time, she can explain it once again, and all the doubts can be clarified. So please raise your hand so that we could allow you. So far we have got 107 participants. तो आप में से जिनका भी कोई भी क्वेश्चन है, आप अपने हैंड को रेज करिए और वो पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन मैम वहां से एक्सप्लेन करेंगी. सो आई वेलकम ऑल द पार्टिसिपेंट्स. आप अपने क्वेश्चन करें. सो वी हैव गॉट द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम नितिन फादुले.
Yeah.
फादुले, आई एम सॉरी इफ आई कुड नॉट प्रोनाउंस प्रॉपर्ली. सो नितिन, आप अपने सवाल को पूछ सकते हैं. यू हैव बीन अनम्यूटेड.
Hello.
Yes, Nitin ji, please welcome.
Yeah, sir.
Are you able to listen?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. I have installed all the Moodle server and user for that.
Hmm.
I'm watching your videos.
Hmm.
Now, whether it is necessary to create a user by the same name given in a video, that is learning digital media.
Sir, see how you are managing your site. It is your design. No, you should go with your way of designing, sir. Like if I'm using my site, I will be designing my way. Means, are there any assignment given to them with the videos, sir? Yes, sir.
So you are at your
No.
liberty. You can design it the way you want to. That is an example that has been set over there. This is what I believe you wanted to say, Mrunalini, ma'am, right?
Okay.
No,
Okay.
he might be having confusion that whatever is told in the videos of IIT Bombay, is it important to follow the videos? That is his question, I guess.
Yes, yes,
So
yes, yes.
right, sir, I have taken you right. So I wanted
Yes.
to mention, is any assignment given in the videos? Because I haven't gone through the videos.
No, assignment is not given.
Okay, then sir, you are having
As
flexibility
per
to
video.
create. You are having flexibility
Okay,
to
okay.
create.
Assignments are there in several videos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I hope your doubt is clear.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So if there anyone else who has raised the question, like we have answered the question of Mr. Nitin, kindly please raise your hand so that we could unmute you. I hope I'm audible to all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. If you have got any question, कोई भी सवाल है आपका, please feel free. Yes, we got a question from Vivek. Yeah, Vivek, Mr. Vivek का हाल है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Your question
Yes,
to
sir.
Mrunalini, ma'am.
Madam, I have one question about Ian. Yeah.
About?
Madam, I have one question about self
Okay,
enrollment.
sir. Yeah.
Is there either we have to do it manually, or some one of our student, or
See,
they enroll directly into the that.
sir, I will just tell you what you are saying. No, I have got your question.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Please.
See, what I have shared with you today is several categories of enrolling a student. Okay. I will tell you
Right.
drawback of what is self-enrollment and ethical part is what. Okay. What is considered if a student is enrolling on his own in your course, it is ethical. You are not forcing him to join your course. Okay. But this
Right.
process is a time-consuming process. It will take time. If you are opening enrollment, it nearly takes 1 week for all the students to get enrolled in your course. If you are opting for self-enrollment, what is the facility or the advantage of manual enrollment is that you can enroll all the students of your class at a stretch. That is the benefit.
Okay, okay. So manually we can do it.
Yes, yes, you can do anything. See, I in my the course which I told you today, there were 4 different entries. I did one with bulk, I did one with manual, and I did one with creating user. So anyway, you can opt. But creating user at your level is very tedious. What you do to make your student to enter all the details that you can do. Tell him to fill the form. That can be done if you are choosing add user option. In the second case, self-enrollment, you don't have any choice. You only have to do setting and let students enroll and give them a week time so that all are getting, and you have to keep track that how many students have got added.
Yes, ma'am.
This is the for yeah, and bulk is best. Means I always go with bulk.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. Bulk is best.
That gives the answer to your question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Sure.
Sir.
So we'll move to the welcome. Always welcome,
Okay.
Vivek ji.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am and sir. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. So we will get the next question from Ravindra Prasad, 31redifmail.com. You are being unmuted. That is the mail ID which you have. Kindly unmute yourself. You have been unmuted.
Hello, sir. There is security about adding the student eligibility. Eligible
About?
criteria, adding students.
Eligible criteria.
Prerequisite is not completed, then.
Yes, yes. You can, sir. You can.
And
the completion criteria feature is there. In that thing you can give setting. Means if such and such activities are complete, then only student will be completing the course. You can say that the student has completed the course, or if all his activities are like completed, that can be done.
Another question is whether we can add student by sending him a code, class code, like Google Classroom.
No, sir. No, that is Google Classroom peculiar feature.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So next we have Mr. Gagan. Gagan.
Yes. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible, Mr. Gagan.
Ma'am, is there any facility to enroll faculty, self-enrollment for faculty
in your course?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, there is a facility, but that second faculty will not be the main teacher. She will be a non-reading teacher.
Okay.
The rules. I think in the coming session it will be detailed more. Shall I show you? I can even show you that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I will tell you how you can make choice of it. I'm just sharing the screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In this thing, when you are going into where shall we go? Yeah, in demo course. In this thing, if I say edit setting, role. See, role renaming is there now. So here, yes. See, there are various roles here. Manager in the particular non-editing teacher. In this, like I will be inserting my name. Like I'm inserting Miss Mrunalini Buradkar. And I am inserting here, this will be like anyone, but that person should also be enrolled in your course, and only you can assign him this particular role. So now it is not there, so I'm just, the way I have entered for teacher, in similar lines, you got to enter for non-editing teacher as well. Then after doing this thing, you just say save and display. So when you go to first page, what you will see, site home, you can see, okay, it will take some time, I think, yeah. So that way you can do, so it will take some time, it doesn't go automatically, it will not come, it will take some time, but that is the way you have to assign teacher roles.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Further questions?
Let me check. If there's anyone who has raised a question or raised the hand or got a question to ask. Well, as of now, I don't find any. I hope I'm audible, everyone.
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Fine. So if you have got any question to ask, please raise your hands. We'll unmute you and you can ask your question. You can get your doubts clarified by ma'am. She's here.
I think over here, one useful thing would be that in case if you can share your console, you can share any live course which you have created and how you have collaborated with the students in terms of sharing the information, in terms of conducting any assessment over there.
Okay, I'll just do that. I'm having, I will.
That will give them, give everybody a very fair idea about how things are done actually.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Any live course.
Fine. Okay. So let me show you then in that case. Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
See, so this is my personal website which I am showing you. So I'm having so many courses being done here. I will show you.
There was also this query with regards to self-enrollment and manual, two methods which are there.
Mine is like bulk enrollment, sir, which I have like demonstrated earlier, 4 different cases. So you can see this is my course in which I've added some alumni in my course. Then I'm having certain syllabus getting added, all the activities. I will show you discussion forum which is created. So this is the discussion forum. Students are there. Yeah, can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So then you are having, then I'm having this quiz created. So then all the students have attempted. So these are so many people who has done it, and I'm getting the entire overview of how many marks the student have got. Then I can show you game pedagogies also. Oh, I can show you game pedagogies also. Then we had a prerequisite. So into prerequisite, we have taken quiz on prerequisite. So again for prerequisite, these are there. I will talk about, sir, someone asked me about completion. I will tell about that thing. I will go to checklist in that case. Checklist. Yeah. See, if you want a student to basically see what all things he has done, so he got to check this. Checklist is a plugin which is available in the Add Activity tab. So what the student has to do in order to get the course completion certificate, he got to click on all. He first initially has to complete all the activities, and he has to check all these boxes which you can see here for gaining this course certification. So this is basically eligibility for getting the certification. Then I was talking about counseling. So counseling is also, then I'm having student testimonials. Various students have given video notes, and it is being uploaded here. So right now it will not be available because the drive link is not open. Then I had created a certificate. You can even see the certificate which I had just done. This is just a gist of nothing, means just a completion certificate which I created.
Is it possible live classes with Genomio?
With Genomio?
Live classes like Zoom. Live classes like Zoom.
Yeah. You are having an option of a blue button. What you got to do, you can. Okay, I will even tell you that. If
enroll live class, okay.
Yes, you can do. You can do. Here, I'm going to this particular course only. What you do in this, I'm going to the first prerequisite option. Then say turn editing on. After saying turn editing on, You see here add activity. Once you are saying add activity, this option you can see, sir, big blue button BN.
Okay.
This you can see, you can add.
Yes, ma'am.
This will basically, then you give virtual name. This I haven't tried, but you can do this. You can say active room setting. All this setting
Okay.
needs to be done. So this
Yeah.
is, and it is very good option, sir. You can try this.
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, sir. You want me to again show something?
No, everything is clear, I think.
No. I'm taking call from sir. Neeraj, sir. Okay. You will have
I
to
hope things
devote.
are clear. I hope things are clear.
What?
Though he wanted, yeah, director so wanted to see the things.
See, I will even say one thing. What is needed here, no? What all I have told today, it takes practice to explore. Means adding users is okay. I told you 4 different categories, but practice is also needed to do it.
Yes, ma'am.
And again, everything telling today will not help. I can even tell different other part also. That is not a thing. But the topic which was for blocks, it takes lot of primary understanding to jump to that particular topic, and so also categories. It is the last topic anyone will be telling. So if you want any kind of guidance for that, I can provide, but not at this stage, but at a later stage. Right now, you should be able to add participants in your course. You should be able to create your course. You should be able to add topics in your course, and so on. But prior to that, planning of your course should be ready. In order that what activities you got to plan, what should be your content, that should be planned, and accordingly you should put it.
True. So it's a final call for everyone. If you have got any question or if you want anything to be clarified, please feel free to ask me or ask ma'am. You can raise the hands. I'm scrolling through your names. So as of now, no more queries so far from anyone that has left. Few people had some questions, so that has been answered.
Any questions from the video that you have seen?
No hands have been raised so far.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for the people. If you have any question, if you want to ask, please raise your hand so that we could take your question. So since we don't have any question from the people, I believe I can call it a day. This is the final chance for all the participants. Kindly raise your hands so that if you have any question, then please raise your hand so that I would allow you. So no more inquiries as of now. So Mrunalini ma'am, from your end, can we call it a day?
If anyone is not having any questions, then it's fine.
So we can wind up now?
You take a call. I don't mind.
That is fine. Means your part so far, whatever you wanted to go ahead with that. That is all clear.
Okay,
I suppose, right?
can anyone tell me if am I having the provision to interact right now?
Please, please, please. All
Yeah.
yours, ma'am.
Can anyone amongst the participant
Excuse me,
tell
ma'am.
me difference between manual and cell email-based registration?
Before that, there is a question from Nehaja.
Okay, okay, sir, I'll answer.
Ma'am, I had a question that is it possible on a Moodle to have evaluation of descriptive answers?
About descriptive, yes, ma'am. There is a plugin called as Essay. We can use that particular plugin, but you will have to assess it manually. You'll not be getting it auto graded.
And ma'am, one thing more, being means from non-technical background, I'm a management faculty. So
Okay.
means it is very becoming problematic in installation part only. Means all the coding and all is not, means I'm not understanding.
No, coding is not, it is not at all needed that you should know coding for using Moodle kind of platform, madam. It is like very user friendly. But if you're talking about theoretical questions, then that plugin is definitely there, but you will have to read it. Means you cannot, you will have to assign marks. You cannot say that it will be auto graded.
Okay. Then MCQs will be automatically
MCQs,
evaluated.
yes, MCQs will be auto graded. All the quizzes kind of thing. Two activity tabs are there, which is short answer and essay, which needs manual assessment. Other things can be automatic. Even game pedagogies are graded. Means they gives us a score. Only for crossword student side, the score goes. As a teacher, you cannot collect it, but from student you can collect it like that.
Okay, actually today's session was clear, but all those videos which I have gone through means I
Okay,
was not
yes.
able to understand that how to install, and these all things I was not able to.
Yesterday only we have given a caution that the initial few videos are related to the technical part. But today's videos which were there on IIT Bombay's platform, those videos were not having a lot of technicalities. Yesterday's video which were there with configuration and installation, they did have certain amount of technicalities because it was more of with regards to installing Moodles on the server, which is not your key responsibility area. But then designing the program.
Today's part was clear, sir. But before,
shall I tell you, madam, that is the videos which you saw yesterday, that are not that much important. Okay. Even if you start from today's thing, what I've told you, if you're using Genomio, it is like you can very nicely create your course. Means easily you can create your course. Having the knowledge of installation is very, very good. You should have that knowledge, but it is not an hurdle.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am, you were asking something.
We have a question from Mrunalini.
Something.
Yes, sir.
You were asking something.
Yeah. There was, I think, again queries there. Therefore, I waited.
Actually, two people have raised their hands, Mr. Murli Manohar and Saurav Kumar. Both are allowed. If you want to ask anything, please ask.
Hello.
I wanted to, I just want, what all I have told, I just want to have a feedback like, what is the difference between email-based registration and manual registration, which was the major topic, important topic I covered today. If anybody can tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, in manual process, I have to enter data one by one. That's very tedious to for faculty. Yes. And with self-enrollment, we have provision that a student can enroll by itself. Or we can use also CSV method where we can upload bulk data inside site.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, sir. Correct. Okay, any more questions?
Yeah, two people asked you. Yes.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am. I'm Murli Manohar.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, is there any time restriction for a single session or single online session?
You can define the, so you just go through, if you're talking about session, you go to all the properties which just I showed you about big blue button, right? There are various,
Okay.
the entire form is having setting, follow the setting. Time you can specify. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
this is
Okay.
about big blue button interface, and the quiz also can be timed. You can set timing. 20 minutes, you can give 20 minutes for a student to solve it, 10 minutes for a student to solve it. But what I feel a standard, the standard preparation of quiz should be a student should get 20 minutes to solve 10 questions. If you shouldn't even give more questions, means you can give, but if you want to just do learning, if you want to test, keep it small questions, and but questions should be to the point. Means nicely prepared database of questions. And one more interesting feature also you are having in Moodle, you can have a provision that each and every student gets a different question. The question doesn't repeat. Means what? If you want to, you can have a database of 100, 200 questions and put it into random mode, and each and every student will be getting different sets of questions. I think it is coming ahead in this entire FDP.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, you have one more
Yes.
question, Neha ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Can you please show me one course which you have designed? I want to go to a bit
I have
detail.
just shown this. What
Yes,
actually
ma'am.
you want
It
to
was
see,
just
madam?
just
Just
how
an
to
overview.
define the huh? Just an overview, yes.
Just an overview. Okay. I just closed it. Fine.
And the plugin which you said was AC, right?
Yes, I will show you. Essay, I will show you, madam. Mhm. Okay, what I will do, I will just show you here. Mhm. Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in this, I'm just telling you what is your doubt, and I'm just clarifying that doubt. So I'm into my course. This is the demo course which I had today demonstrated. Then I'm doing turn editing on. Then once I do this, I go to add an activity or resource. In this thing, you will see quiz. Can you see?
Yes.
Yeah. Then I say add. After this thing is added, I just give, this is, I'm just giving the name to this particular quiz. I say this as quiz 1. If you want to add description, timing, you can give timing here, say enable. In this, let it be, you can reschedule also. Let me say if I want to take the quiz tomorrow, I can set the timing here. Then I will set timing here as 10, whatever the timing is. I can even close the quiz. I can say the date will be 24 only. 24 only. Then in this, I keep a buffer of, let's say 11 o'clock, I will be closing it, and so. Then time limit I will enable, and I will give a time of 20 minutes. Then open attempts are automatically submitted, all this thing. This I'm telling you because I'm just preparing a layout of quiz. I will say save and display. Then after this thing is done, see, it is showing me some timing here. Then I go to this particular tab. I say edit quiz. When I say edit quiz, this particular layout will come. I will say add a new question. And in new question, you can see so many options are there. Multiple choice, true and false, matching. So you got to choose the concern which you had. Now you will be using essay. Add. Then you give this as question 1. Question text, what you want to write. What is your course name?
Business environment.
Business environment.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'm writing here, question text is what is business environment. BU as a business environment. Okay, this is my question. Okay, then default mark one, you can give weightage because it is a theory question. You can give 5 marks, 6 marks, 7 marks, whatever you want to give. Then general feedback is not. Now see here, inbox type, response format is HTML editor. Don't bother about this. Then don't bother about this. This is important. How many lines text you want? You want 10 line, you want 15 line, you want 20 line, you want 25 line, all these things. And what should be the accepted file types? Which file types you want? You want in PDF, you want in Word, that you can choose here. Okay, so now here we have not allowed, so we will say allow one, then it becomes active. Attachments are optional, fine. Accepted file types, go to choose, and so many options are there. You can take a file type, you can take audio file, you can take document file. So we basically go with document. In document we say PDF. Why PDF? And always try to have the size of documents being uploaded minimum. You shouldn't make, because your site will otherwise have a lot of data. Try to avoid it. Then this you can do. Then you say after all this thing is done, save changes. Then that is okay. Save changes here. So what you see, this question is added. Can you see? Then after this thing, if I'm saying save, this is one question which is added. Again, I will go to quiz one. And now this quiz is not open, but when this quiz will be open, I can even change the setting for you so that we can see how the question is appearing. So what I will do here, timing I will disable. Then I will say save. Display again, attempt quiz now. Start attempt. So what you can see here, the student has to type. Okay, and it is a time quiz.
Okay,
Have
yes,
you
ma'am.
understood? Have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
This is what can happen. This is what can happen. But what I told you, see, if I'm entering anything and what all things are, I say finish attempt, and then finish all attempt, finish submit. After submission, okay, then what I have to do? See, so this you have to assess it. You means you cannot give auto grading is not there. See, not yet graded because it is waiting for you to grade. It is not yet graded, and this grading will happen when right now we are not given any timing, so it is possible. But again, you have to go back to the question and see the answer and then grade it.
Okay.
Have you understood, madam? But
Yes,
this will be again dealt in detail. It was your doubt, so I spoke upon it. Any one more thing you wanted to know? You wanted to see my course, right?
Means any remark I cannot give on screen or on paper.
Yeah, right.
Only grading is
That is
allowed,
what.
right?
Grade, yeah. Quizzes are very good. Essays also. See, I just now had taken a prerequisite test of my student, but I emphasized on making essay there, because if it is prerequisite and you want a certain summary from student what he is understanding, it is not wrong to assess it. Take time and assess the question. It is fine. What is the problem? We get to understand what student is understanding, and if through an online platform it is happening, then it is a good thing only. It is advantageous, not wrong. Okay, and what you want to see? See what I have done. I have done direct attainment. Like it is NBA demand, and accordingly I had prepared a quiz in with respect to NBA thing. Means all the questions what I had prepared were respect to the COs and POs that are demanded in our curriculum, and accordingly I had taken the quiz. So your course may be different, your content may be different, your requirements may be different. According to your requirement, you can design your quiz. Then attendance feature is there, but I haven't taken attendance here. But you can even take the attendance. You are having, you can add the plugin. If you want to add, I will show in this. Then okay, I'm going back to topic one. In this thing, you can even go to add and you say attendance option. Will you search for the plugin? So it is not active. So what we will do, we will go to site administration, and after going to site administration, in this we will say manage activities. when we say manage activities, you find manage activities. You see so many options. So what you do, whichever option you want, you just make the app open here. Like this is not activated, so I have to activate it. Again, checklist, I have to activate it. All the things should be activated before you're using it. So accordingly, we have to see whether attendance is attendance. Okay. Yeah, so here you have to like open the eye here. After this eye is open, go to the site home, go to your course and add this as an activity. You will see the attendance plugin there. Yeah, now it is visible. So just add it. In attendance description, write session 1 attendance, like you can take this, then you say save and display. Then here you can add session. There are so many things. If I have to tell you, I can tell many things, but then understanding also matters. So there is a provision of adding attendances. It is not means you can do that also. And what sir was saying about completion, activity completion, you can like give this as a eligibility thing. I told you, I just showed you checklist. That is one way, and that is one way. Coupled with this also, you can say student can manually mark the activity as complete, or you can say when conditions are met. Means you are designing certain you are making any conditions. If the conditions are satisfied, then only activity will be considered as complete. You can have your own conditions, like you are having 10 quizzes and the student is solving out of 10 quizzes 6 quizzes. Then if your concern is if he is solving more than 5, I can grant the certificate. Yes, he has completed the activity criteria. But if you emphasize out of 10 quizzes he should complete everything, then he cannot get the certificate, and so on.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Any more questions? You can ask, means we have time.
I think we will practice with the options after that.
Okay.
All right. So no worries have been here. No hands have been raised so far.
Okay.
Still, I would like to make a final call for everyone. If you have got any question which you feel you would like to ask. Yes, Vimlesh Singh has got a question.
Okay.
Mr. Vimlesh, you are kindly requested
Yes,
to ask
hello.
a question. Yeah, Vimlesh.
Hello.
I'm
I'm Dr. Vimlesh. I want to ask that can I write a mathematic equation?
Mathematic equation. Ma'am, writing mathematic equation is like difficult, but there are, I think, paid plugins for that, ma'am. Using that, you can do it.
How can I do it, ma'am? Take an image. Can we paste the image?
Yeah. My mathematics colleagues do that only.
Okay, ma'am.
But instead, madam, why you don't image you will do, but there are certain softwares also you can use that.
Ma'am, certain software is also there, but can we use the software in that format in this application? Like mathematical equation editor, we use the equation editor.
Equation editor.
Mathematics. So can we use here?
No, ma'am. We don't have. Means it is not easy so far. It is not easy so far. And even if it is, at least as far as my exploration about Moodle is concerned, even the same thing was asked to me by mathematics faculties in the earlier FDPs I conducted. But that time also, that was the only solution I could tell them.
That was the big problem, ma'am.
Yes, agreed.
We all make the quizzes. In case of mathematics, there are so many problems we have.
Correct.
Okay,
but
thank
even
you,
that is not up to my knowledge also. Even I am not aware.
Okay, thank you.
So I believe that was the last question from all the participants. And Mrunalini ma'am, you would like to make some final comments if you have got anything to say before we leave?
I just wish that all the participants should explore. Means it is not 1 day job or a 5 day job
True.
to explore Moodle or Genomio so much. Even I am also exploring. I also try. I keep trying new things. Means we should be we should be very welcoming to all the features. Same is expected and expected from all the participants. And if you have any queries, maybe some might have not asked in this interactive platform. WhatsApp groups are there. You can get connected to me anytime. Not only for this topic which I have covered today. Any doubt about anything you want, any assistance from me in form of videos, in form of OERs, I'm more than what you can say excited, and I can like provide you. It is not hurdle for me. I can whatever I know. I believe in transferring to people, so that is not a problem. You can. I'm like open for whatever knowledge you want from my side. So don't hesitate, and you can get in touch with me anytime. And if WhatsApp is there, it is like easy. Okay.